I was just gonna record this, but for some reason it doesn't want to just record. So whatever. Let me get this out the way right quick. So we saw Jay Bishop got killed. Basically, the Antifa are playing like stick up kids. Basically, came up to the Patriot Prayer guys, blam blam, shot him, ran off. Portland, of course. I imagine people are scrambling out of Portland, or once this pandemic ends, they're going to be saving their money, and they're going to leave anywhere, and they're going to excuse me, anywhere but Portland. That's going to be their attitude. Anyway, I'm sorry for my audio. I don't have my mic. I just felt like recording this right quick because I saw some videos. I almost wanted to comment, but I thought, now that I have a little bit of visibility, it's not really appropriate for me to comment on videos like that. It's not really, it's not the best option. What I will say is that you have to keep your distance from these groups right now. You don't want to be seen like that. You don't want to have the Patriot Prayer hat, or you don't want to have the the Proud Boys polo shirt on. You don't want to be noticeable. This is something I think needs to be said about AWD. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But learn to keep your distance from that and not be noticeable. Right now, like I said, don't join any political group. Don't join any sort of, militia or whatever, some sort, guard. Or don't join none of that. Don't do it. You don't want to be a fool because someone wanted to get loud and everything else, and you're going to be standing right there. Like I would say right now, keep your head down. If you out of work, I would just say try to find you some temp work, something like that. As much as it sucks, maybe do some online stuff. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here, whatever you got to do, but don't go out in these streets, whether it's Kenosha, whether it's Portland. These are perfect examples where it's just like, do not get involved. Stay low key, low profile. Wait until things coalesce. Right now things are still kind of upset. Everything else, wait till after the election, and then see who's going to be coming up. Like I say, ultimately, I feel like it's not going to matter either way. Is it? I mean, everyone, we live in, as I've said before about idiotic Americans as we are, we think somehow that we can just, if we get somebody else new, and if they, give us lip service, and suddenly, yeah, they're going to give us what, we want. They're going to, fulfill their promises this time. No, of course not. So that's why it doesn't matter either way who wins the presidency. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's so silly to me. Because honestly, I'm going to see this teacher in a few hours again. What's going on, Army Ball? But I figure I'd just say this and get this out the way. It was funny with my professor today, and he's like, guys, nobody has an answer to our debt problem. Nobody has an answer to this and that. But then he says, what's the point of all this? Go out and vote. I'm like, bro, if I don't know the issues, if I don't know all the, just the basic details of it, then how in the world am I going to vote in a realistic way? So, like I said, I think voting is ridiculous. But I mean, if you're going to vote, go ahead. I mean, I'll probably have to vote as well. I'll see how it goes, I guess. Early voting's going to be coming up pretty soon. And out the way and be done. But it's like, what's going to happen is going to happen, man. I think that, everyone's just waiting to see when it's going to happen. To me, and read between the lines, kids. Read between the lines. Y'all know what I'm trying to get at. But to me, it's going to get bad. For the older folks like me that are kind of fat, eventually we're going to have to lose weight, and hopefully we can, catch up with the younger kids. But once that happens, yeah, I mean, it's on and popping. And like I said, everyone's going to have to make their own choices. It's going to be different everywhere. I've said this before. It's going to be different everywhere. That's why I'm not going to sit here and assume that what goes on in San Antonio, Texas, is even going to be the same as what goes on in, I don't know, Amarillo, Texas. Two completely different things. It's like, living in, I don't know, Brooklyn, for example. You think, being in Brooklyn, you think it's going to be the same as, even, Tempe, Arizona? No. It's going to be two totally different things. Material conditions are going to be different. That's why a lot of Marxists can't really give the material conditions of the whole United States, because it's vastly different wherever you go. It's like, yeah, they're good generalities, yeah. I think in general, it's different wherever you go. It's a little bit different. As much as we try to make it homogenized, as much as we tried to homogenize the United States, there are differences to be said. Like I say, I'm not going to sit here and, I said already, is that, the bodies are piling up, the chips are being given. We can't, the United States as a whole, the federal government cannot just cash out and say, I'm out. We're going to play this, we're going to play, blackjack or poker, or whichever game you want to say. We're going to have to play, the new hand that's going to be dealt. We got the Trump hand, and so far, maybe it's helped some people, but other people, no. So everyone's just saying, hey, I need a new dealer. That's really what it is. That's really what the United States is. It's just, if I knew more about poker, knew more about card games, but it's like, that's really what it is. It's like, I want a new dealer. And that's really what it is to me. So now they're just saying, well, I don't want Trump as a dealer. Now I want Biden as a dealer, because maybe he can give me some better cards. Because you've heard this phrase, of course, you're given, you're given the cards that, life has dealt to you, So that's how I see it. Like I say, it's just, I'm not going to sit here and, get upset about it. I think it is a shame, but it's not surprising. Like I say, Portland is a war zone. Portland is a war zone. And I would just say that it's just going to continue to get worse. Yeah. Have you heard of New Ruins 09? Is that New Ruins 09? Let me see here. Room 09. Let me see here. Who is that? YouTube? American Communist? Oh, okay, cool. Let me see here. It's going to take a brief look. Let me see here. What sort of videos does he do? Let me see right quick. Notes on art. Huh, cool. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh boy. Good old Vosh's live. Like I say, I'm gonna skip this one though. I think sometimes I'll go ahead and I'll take a look at that though. That does sound good. Go ahead and I will definitely watch some of these, I think. Yeah, that sounds like a good dude. Yeah, his Railvid is pretty good. Cool. All right. Take a look at these though. That does look pretty good. But yeah, man, like I say, it's gonna be different wherever you go. I try not to have a set in stone idea, because a lot of things can change. I have a vague generality, because that's basically what I've been preaching. I'm not, I don't think I've said it specifically, but I'll say it here. I'm not preaching a specific theory or, getting into dialectical materialism or anything else like that. What I'm saying is that, the U.S. is going to go through some shit. And right now, it's just a matter of, are we willing to take it to or I say we, the royal we, but it's like, are groups like, I'll be very specific. Rose City Antifa in Portland. Does Rose City Antifa want to take it to the next level? Do these various BLM groups want to take it to the next level? And it appears that they want to, because they go up and shoot this dude, this guy, Jay Bishop. And, this is just continuing on. I knew him as Visionary Oaks. Oh, really? He was Anson, then became a Nazan. I don't know what his. Well, like I say, that's how I view it. So they, it appears that they've reached that next stage where they're just going to straight assassinate people, you know. So now, now we're playing the tit for tat game, you know. I mean, it's like if we want to look at it historically, you think about it like the whole North Side versus South Side thing in Chicago, right? I'm talking about Al Capone, where Al Capone comes, it comes into flower shop. I cannot think of the dude's name, but the head of the North Side mob at the time. Now, not him personally, but he sends folks in, and they're shaking hands, grab his arm, blam blam. They shoot him right in his place of business. But then you have North Side gang trying to assassinate Capone. So, Capone's at a restaurant. The other guys are firing blanks. The other ones have live rounds. So they come up and they're shooting and dumping. And of course, no one, other than maybe bodyguards and goons, get killed. So then because of that, then we see that the head of the Sicilian Union gets killed, Mike Meredlow. And then what happens from that? Then we have the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. And that became the end of the North Side gang. But it was the beginning of the end for Al Capone, because obviously, he was racked by syphilis. But I say that just as an example of the escalation. When, okay, this person gets killed, okay, you got to put these people in, and that's going to be how this is going to go. So now they've reached that point where they're just going to start shooting people. We don't know who it is exactly, but now we're going to reach that next level. And there's going to be people caught in the crossfire, But that's my view anyway. Like I say, I mean, I could just be a basic. I'm trying to be careful because I'm at school, but basically, I could be a basic conservative and be like, "Oh, it's so awful." These commies, these commies did that and everything. That's basic. That's basic. I'm trying to think of it on a somewhat tactical level. Is it now things are stepping up? It's going to get messy. That's my take on it anyway. It's going to get messy. So we're going to see. And now the ball is in Patriot Prayer's court. And Patriot Prayer / the other right-wing dudes that are out there. Ball is in their court as what to do. One of their own gets killed because someone just runs up on them. Now, we're going to see where it goes, right? That's all I can say. But yeah, like I say, I will have the schedule up for when I do official streams and stuff like that. But I figure I put that out because it's crazy out there. I mean, that's all I can really say. I just simplified to it's crazy, but it's like, that's all I can really say. It's like, man, it's crazy. Boom. I can't. I mean, what else can I say at this point? I'm just like, yeah, it's going to escalate. And we have to be realistic about what's going to happen. That's all I can really say. Yeah. I think I've said my piece. Like I say, I mean, that was a bit long and everything else, but yeah. I think, man, West did this to itself. Although the KGB may have infiltrated us, it's our fault for allowing the ideas in. Yeah. Like I said, yeah, I thought the same thing. Is that, yeah, I mean, we could try to lie to ourselves and be like, obviously, even going to school here, they try to front on us, this and that, trying to tell us what's going to happen. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. So, some areas are going to be harder hit, others not so much. It's all just, people can try to predict it. And some may be absolutely 100% right. Others may get it halfway. Others are completely wrong. That's why I'm going to wait for, smarter people than me to figure it out. I think with that, I have said my piece. So, yeah, I think I'll keep it there. As always, y'all have a good rest of the day. See you later and goodbye.